the change you want to see, and I have to say, these guys here that are with me right now, they do it all the time. They work so very hard. It's amazing how hard they work. I'm going to let them introduce themselves. Todd Dunn, you start. You've been working so hard. I just did it. President of UAW. Good to see you.
Yeah, it's great. It's great. We got a lot going on. There's been a lot going on all year with us. It seems like there's one event after another. But I tell you what, when it comes to Bikes or Bust and Boxes of Love, and my good friend and Tim Sanders, who used to be vice president, it's just a great team, you know, and we represent the whole entire team that's put together this project. So I love it. We got a lot of kids are going to be smiling this year at Christmas, and it's just great to be a part of just putting one foot forward and doing something good, right? If you do something good every day, you can't be wrong.
It's so funny. You just watch him go and he goes. That's what Todd does. Okay, Tim, he just introduced you. Yeah. So Tim Sanders is here.
Obviously, Tim Sanders, Metro United Way Labor Liaison. Thanks for having us today. Much appreciated. And I'm honored to sit between two veterans. Thank you both for your service.
Thank you.
Metro United Way, we are super thrilled. I'm like hyper guy, always excited. But I'm super thrilled because we've bought, our business partners and unions have bought more bikes than ever. We bought 500 to start out with, Don.
Already?
Already. We'll put those out, and we hope the community provides more, so we're going to invite the community to be a part. And one of the things that's very important to us is people understand thriving kids, strong household, and equitable communities. These two partners here, we all have shared values. And the shared values is that these kids, thriving kids, need a lift up. They need to be embraced. They need to be cheered on, so to say. We'll be the cheerleaders for them. But we need to make a difference in their lives that some may not get anything else for Christmas. So with that being said, Metro United Way, we talk about wraparound services all the time. The three pillars I just mentioned, and foremost, thriving children. It starts with them, doesn't it? Don't y'all agree?
Yes, yes.
And if we can do our very best for thriving kids, Cletus, I think we can move forward in a very positive way with great solutions for our community.
Mr. Cletus Evans, Marine Corps.
So I serve as the Marine Corps Toys for Tots coordinator. I've done it. This is my 12th year. Can't believe we're at 12 years now. I've been partners with these guys since
8 years.
8 years. Well, I was going to say Chrysler was a corporal, but, but it's been a while. It's been a while. And I'll tell you, the one thing that's really resonant to me is that no matter what's going on with every worker inside a union, doesn't matter if they're out of a job, on strike, or working, they're going to give it their all. They're going to donate something, and we always get bikes from them. And when this started off, it was just a little pipe dream that we get maybe a couple hundred bikes, and we get over 1,000 just about every single year. And it's good because now we're serving not just a few hundred kids, but over 1,000 kids pretty much each year. And that means a huge difference in a kid's life.
It's a funny story, if I may share it real quick, Don. When we met, he's obviously still president. I was his vice president 8 years ago, and he called me. He said, there's this guy out here on Westport Road, and they've got like 50 bikes they've had for 2 days. Can we move forward doing it? So I always tell people this, and he didn't even know what I'm about to say. With Todd, anyone in the community that knows Todd, and you know this well.
Hello.
All things are possible with Todd Dunn.
Yeah.
And also, Don, I just want to say this. Thank you. You energize our volunteers.
Yes.
Don comes out every year, brings a couple bikes. Yes, you do. And you energize our volunteers. So I want to thank the staff and the team at Q103 because they get out there and volunteer and work very hard.
Yes, they do.
And thank you because you give them life by coming out.
Well, I just go out there and cheer them on because they're doing the work. And it's so funny. I always say I'm going to bring my bike early, and then at midnight I come driving. I'm saying, hey, guys, because you can bring it anytime.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what's so good.
Yes.
But this is what I want to stress. So all of their union workers, they bring the bikes like you wouldn't believe. But we're not just depending on them. It's a lot of kids. I mean, Tim, right? It's a lot of kids. We need everybody.
We cover 7-county area. Yes, ma'am. And we want to invite everyone in the community. Even if Cletus taught me this, if they want to partner and buy a bike, to split it, buy a bike together, right, Todd?
Yeah.
If they want to do that. If they want to buy a helmet, we actually have Brain Alliance of Kentucky that's donated 400 helmets already. We're thrilled to have those. But if we could set up every child with a bike, thriving kids, to ensure they have the best life possible, they could have pride and joy in that bike. That's what our goal is. So we want to invite in your entire audience and then some. Bring somebody with you because it's our privilege and honor to serve. I'm honored we get to serve, and these gentlemen are too. So we just want to do the very best for kids because they deserve the very best.
And I love you all dearly. You don't get to see all that they do, especially I know these two right here, they're crazy. I'll ask them for something or help for something, and then it goes to 10 million is what happens. They just multiply it by 10 million. I generally try to get my bike and then get a helmet to match that bike because you want to protect a child's brain. But when you're getting a bike, you're talking about, number one, a child. It's not the bike that is love, but it's
gift.
Right?
It's a gift.
Feeling like somebody's thinking of them.
Somebody cared about me.
Somebody cared about me, and then they're getting exercise, so that's another thing. And then as they get older, they think about giving. That's just like a whole full circle thing.
If I can, one thing that I do have to add, as president of the Central Labor Council, we have a lot of labor unions that have participated, and we've come together to do more, right? Instead of trying to have each one of our own efforts, you know. So we've went together and we've put together a great team of giving for Bikes or Busts, especially Boxes of Love. But, you know, it's labor, right? It's the men and women in our community that say, you know what, I may not be able to purchase a bike myself, but I work, I keep the economy going, I pay taxes, I love my company that I work for, they love me. It doesn't hurt for you just to ask your company, whether it's small or a large corporation, could you participate and be a part of Bikes or Busts this year, because it will change lives. And that network of love through our friends and family and our coworkers and, you know, our bosses, that's where the magic really happens.
Okay, real quick, we need to know, where do we bring them? When does it start?
Tim?
We start 6 a.m. the 16th, November 16th through the 20th. Our partners at Q103, we're going to have a DJ and a lift table. All they've got to do is come. Todd has created an egress area. It's 3000 Fern Valley Road. All they've got to do is enter. When they enter, they don't have to get out of their vehicle. We prefer them to take a photo and share that information.
I always say I'm not going to get out of my vehicle, then I end up getting out of my vehicle.
We're still in a hug from you. But the DJ will come down from the lift table from Q103 Monday morning at 8 a.m. and we'll be loading the bikes up to all the nonprofits that has been approved by our Marines Toys for Tots commander here and coordinator. And what we'll do is we'll clear the lot and get back to business for UAW. And I want to give a shout out, if I may, real quick, to President CEO Adrian Johnson, Metro United Way.
Yes. Yes.
Because her and Todd empowered me to go out and do everything that I do. And again, I'm privileged and honored to be able to, that I get to serve.
I'll tell him he's got free reign.
Yeah,
free reign.
We love and appreciate her very, very much. MetroUnitedWay.org. If you can get a bike, please get a bike, or join in with some friends and get a bike and a helmet and just bring it out any time of day. Honestly, any time of day. I love you. You know that.
We love you back.
I appreciate you. All right. We'll see you out there with your bike. Everybody, hey.